First of all, first of all, tell about whole process of sound.
Well, you want to start? I want to start.
So the process was like a lot of conversations with the director. Every day we were having different conversations, and a lot of like we were changing all the time material. We then continue with a research of how the Amazonia sounded. So we start like asking to a lot of our colleagues around the world, but especially in Brazil, that they can share with us some of the recordings that they have from the Amazonia. And then when we finish the research, we start just selecting what we wanted to capture and to portray about the Amazonia. So that was like the first part, and then the other part was more like a creative process. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to understand that we may be the heads of the sound department, but it was a team of maybe 8 or 9 people that work on the sound of this film.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of understanding the different layers of what we needed to create. There's a lot of I don't want to say noise, but roughness to how this reality is portrayed. You don't have perfect boats, you don't have perfect motorcycles, you don't have, everything is being used, everything has been eaten by the humidity of the place and the roughness of the, like you may be used to here. No, it's very similar the climate, and so all this roughness has had to translate, and it is important to understand that there's a work of world constructing in sound design in this movie very big. It may not be as obvious to everyone, but most of the movie was constructed in how it sounds. It was constructed in post production. So yeah, it was a huge challenge of world building.
And tell me about your both journey of as a sound designer in brief.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Your
Your
journey.
journey as a sound designer
Okay.
in brief for our viewers.
Well, actually, I'm just obsessed about sound since I'm a kid. So I started working with microphones and consoles in the church, and then after that, I just realized that I wanted to dedicate my life to sound. And my dad was the one who introduced me to cinema, and I am so glad that he did. And then after that, I just got obsessed with sound for cinema, and my path has been always the same. So I know it's not common, but it is my story.
For me, if you would told me like maybe 20 years ago or even 15 years ago that I was going to end up working in film, maybe I wouldn't believe it. I was always into music. I did radio. I have a radio show. I've been doing radio for at least 15 years now. I've been in contact with the profession of sound for many years now. And when I got into understanding how sound works for film, I became completely obsessed. It was maybe 12 years ago when I really understand the intricate parts of sound design for film, and understanding how much creativity is put on this duty. As her, I became completely obsessed.
Obsessed.
And yeah, this obsession
Got us here.
got us here and got us. We've been working together for 6 years
years
now.
together, yeah.
We've been working together 6 years. We've been a couple for 4
4
years,
years.
and we've been married for 2 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Are you watching Indian films? Can you tell about this?
I mean, I don't remember names.
Yeah,
but-
me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I studied in a school of cinema, so yeah, we were
Across.
like across the whole world. Yeah, I wish I could remember some of the names, yes, but I think you have an amazing cinema and a very, very deep cinema. It's like, I don't know that much about Bollywood. I would like to watch some more.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for us, it's such a overwhelming industry. The one that you have, it's so big, it's so local, it's so yours that it's very Well, I think I look up to this industry because it would be wonderful if every country would have a Bollywood, or would have their own identity of creating films, and what India has is very unique in that sense. I mean, everyone thinks about Hollywood being the biggest industry, and that's not true. Like when you understand India, when you understand Nigeria, when you understand all of these other places that have very local and very big industries, you understand there are a whole universe of cinema that there is to discover. So I remember also in school when I was studying, watching in class a lot of Bollywood movies just to understand how how the approach is so different just because of the different cultures and how we consume cinema. No, so I wish I knew more deeply, but I know that knowing deeply about the subject means you need to know so much. You know?
Thank you.